another video. So I was about to clean up my table so I can eat. Okay, but I was like, I had to stop from doing something real quick. I done made a mess in this living room with this stuff. Okay, y'all. Let's get into it. All right. I hope this ain't gonna be all over the place, but I felt like when I was sitting there, something was pulling me to do a video. Okay. Now, I'm a really fair and balanced person. I'm very sharp. I don't think, this is making me think about something when these people had, it was a show that I seen a while ago, a clip of a show, where some men in some kind of organization had taken advantage of this young lady that they went to school with that was born with a defect or something, right? And they ended up having sex with her and sticking things in her, doing strange things or whatever. But she didn't know, what was going on. She knew, like any other person that have a private part down there. This is this story about this, okay? She knew that these people took advantage of her defect, okay? These boys in the school, like a prep school or something like this. They were like, well, she wanted it and all this and that and that, but everybody knew that this girl was born with a birth defect. So when the judge was asking her, he was chauvinistic or he wanted to protect these boys or whatever. So when the judge was asking her, well, did you like it? Did it feel good? Which I felt was inappropriate because, again, even a child molesting a child, it's probably going to feel good because that area on somebody is created to feel good. If somebody is stimulating it, that's what it feels like. So that's what it feels like. All right. So they tried to pervert so they were it was a perverted situation already, but they tried to pervert her saying, yeah, I think I liked it. It felt good, some parts of it, but then they all did it and da 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 da, whatever. And she was just talking about it. And he was like, so you're saying you liked it? And she was like, I don't know, a little bit maybe. I did. And he was like, what were you wearing? Oh, a half top and something like this to show off my belly or whatever. And he was like, so you wanted to show people your body? And she was like, I don't know, I guess, or whatever. But the thing is what I'm talking about, okay? So the judge kind of was like, yeah, forget about it. We're not going to do anything to these boys or whatever, like this or whatever. They didn't want this staining their record. My thing is, what about this girl's record? Because if they recorded it and sent it around the school, what about her record or them taking advantage of that situation? It's the same thing as a perfectly normal woman that have been given something in her drink. It's the same thing as a perfectly well-rounded, sharp individual when I started my journey and somebody decided to try to, because they might have felt threatened by me, that I might be the first female to do whatever this is that is supposed to be accomplished here. That somebody did something to me purposely to block me or dampen my light or my ability to protect myself. So them saying Israel having the right to protect herself. Okay. It's kind of like the situation that I'm picking up is that there's a female, okay? There's a group of men that they could be a Lord of Hosts energy where they share a body, okay? Whatever this is that they've been able to have attached to a feminine energy has made them very prosperous. This feminine energy has not been. So let's say there's one vassal, but these men have shared this vassal. So not only are they jealous of each other sharing this vassal with this woman, but they don't see it the way that you didn't really think you the only masculine energy that they plugged into this body and let utilize this woman's energy. So when these men realize this, I feel like it makes them upset, but they want to get upset with the woman as if she knew that these people were sharing this vassal. You understand what I'm saying? So somebody could have already knew about you, or they thought you were a swell person and they were in your energy because they wanted to spiritually court you or something like this. But the thing is, something changed here. You could have become some type of value that these people could distract the value and leave you behind like everybody else. And somebody thought the shit was a good idea. Okay. And so what we're talking about here is, mm, let's say that this is how this was happening in the real world. These people were sharing this vassal. Now they all start dealing with each other business wise or otherwise. And they need to make this woman feel look bad, even though all just maybe a year ago they all wanted her as a wife, or to cuff her, or to sleep with her, or see who can do it first, or get her to come out of her shell and go do something with someone separately, or whatever this would be, right? I hope I'm explaining this right. So there's something here where somebody wants to have on paper that you have a disability. Well, I won't agree to that. I feel like somebody has done something to manipulate somebody's mindset. It's something that can be repaired and restored so this person can be fully active again, or as active as everybody else. Because if you say a birth defect, then you need a guardian, or you would need something like this. I don't feel as though I need that, but I feel as though I need to be fully restored, or be able to be up to the capabilities as I've been with these other people at some point in time, so that I can continue to navigate, negotiate, right, and weigh things the way that I need to, and protect myself from these advances. Okay, so somebody wanted a feminine energy to be not able to protect herself against advances. So I feel like these people started to make, I wrote down in my book earlier what I wanted to do a video on, and I'm going to do it after this. In the video, the boy kept saying, "Don't go to sleep. Bad things happen when you go to sleep." Okay, so the woman started getting freaked out because bad things was happening, or uh, well, in the movie, in the wake time, the daughter and the husband was being advanced by a demon, a lust, a temptress energy. Okay, the mother was also being in the 3D or whatever, being pulled on by a masculine energy that was trying to tempt her. She didn't really fall for the masculine energy that was trying to tempt her. But what she did fall for is the child. It was a child ghost or whatever that had died in that house, and she started spending all her time with that baby. It was a doll, or some haunted doll or something. She started spending a lot of her time with that baby. So the man kind of got tempted for a moment by the Lilith energy. The daughter ended up really going all the way in, having sexual, relations with this woman, um, things like this. She was able to call both the male and his daughter on the phone, find out what their phone number is, and blackmail this man and say, "Well, I'm going to tell your wife this, and that," right? But she wasn't able to contact the mother on the phone. But the funny thing is, in the end of the movie, the teenage girl, ended up standing next to the mother. But she lured the mother in with the fact that, I think this girl, her real body might have died when she was little, drowning in the pool, but she had been growing up still as a ghost on that property. This is the movie, okay? So the whole thing was to get the family, break the family up some kind of way, kind of like they did my family within the past 3 years, okay? So what my point is I'm a fair person. I feel like somebody's afraid to get in trouble about something. But the only thing that I've been asking for is justice. Not no mamby-pamby restoration where somebody opens up a doorway where they just continuing to try to communicate with me or pull on my energy, but fully restored and heightened to the level that everybody else is, that's able to take advantage of my blind spot. Because I'm just calling it a blind spot. That's not a disability. And I don't think that I was born with it. I feel that when I start going through my awakening, somebody got afraid of how my gifts is. Same thing happened to me 3 times over. And these people are going to be able to continue to have some type of access to me where they can make me look any way that they want to look, any way that they want to make me to look. So if these people are doing something inappropriate to me in my sleep right now, that wasn't enough. They already knew that there was some manipulation that went on with somebody as a child or as a young adult, okay? Maybe something sensual or sexual. And so they figured, if we do this now, say say you're celibate or something for the past 4 years, okay? Or practicing it, okay? Or you only have one person, somebody could be sending people into your energy or whatever, or these entities in, to make it seem like you're dealing with other people right now. Okay, so say that was your behavior when you were a teen, if it was at all. Okay, maybe you just dressed provocative or something like this. Um, I feel like when that didn't work, okay, to ruin someone, because maybe these people subconsciously knew that they were sending these people in on you on anger because you can't communicate with them, or they've been blocked from your energy or something like this. So somebody decided to, I feel like somebody wanted somebody's person and they decided to go back into your past and start exposing things from your past to this person to make them look at you differently. So this person could then go out and start cheating on you. Um, and the way they did it is so cold. It's like I told y'all, whatever I feel like, if you look like a man and have a phallic, even if you're in feminine energy, these groups rally around these men. They coddle them. They find them women that know exactly what they want to do, what they want or their fantasies are, and they bring these women right into their neighborhood and prop them up, and allow for the woman to be the woman that has been blindsided, okay, to be blind to this and say she deserves this. This has to be a bunch of people that feel like they hate you, or they came to earth just to try to pay you back for you talking about their last name, or fighting them when you were little and you beat them up. They could have started the fight, but you beat them up and they felt embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? And so then they went on and they promised they're gonna come back in this day, and all these people that hate you for whatever little shit it is, okay? Um and they're gonna be X-Men, and they're gonna start bullying you. Even if at that time in your life for the past 10 years you haven't um done anything but be almost a good friend, a good neighbor, a good wife, a good this or something. Somebody still feels like they owe, but I just feel like this is about authority. Somebody just wanted some type of authority, or they wanted somebody to think that you can't be on your own. We should be the ones to be in control of her or him, um, because we're wrapped tight. But really, these people are mentally ill to want to do this to somebody. So even if it's is sometimes on these sci-fi movies, if you kill the if you kill the head of an organization or something, you become the head. Or what else can I say? If somebody did something wrong to you, and then you were able to cut them off or kill them, you get to gain their powers too, and you become very powerful because you're an individual that can maybe handle that without going out and using it to abuse. You will go out and use it for something positive or to help people, so that more people would be in their right mind and be able to fight back against these people, and we could start clearing some of the energy or something that's been going on in this world for a long time. See, because last night me and my daughter were talking about the prayer. Now I lay me down to sleep, I pray the bleep, my bleep to keep, okay? And I was telling her how I always felt uncomfortable when we would be spending the night at grandma's house. Everybody would get down and want to say it, and they just was proud about it and everything. But I felt like I didn't want to say it. I felt bad. And then I started feeling like, "Ooh, are you a demon or something? That's why you don't want to say that." You know what I'm saying? And I feel like somebody's trying to do that now. These people could have always had access to my mind, right? This could be why adults could have treated you differently, because you knew when they were being favoritism, and maybe you didn't say it to them, but you said it in their head, and then later on they are a little meaner to you. Do you understand? Somebody could have said that you needed this type of something because you're a problem child, or you've done something bad that you never did. Um, but my daughter was like, I don't really like I don't know what that sound like or something. I said, you know what, that's right, because around your age or a little bit younger, I didn't like that. So matter of fact, don't say that part. Find another way to communicate with source or whatever. Because we looked up the word Lord, and it says a keeper of bread. The bread is the phallic or the wand to me as well. It also says something of a household or a leader or something like this. So I was thinking, now, why would I want or just this could be a president or just a very powerful individual that has some type of position in society. And I said, well, why would I want the Lord to keep that to me? Okay. And now when I'm laying down to sleep, especially, okay. And it just made me think, as a child, I just didn't feel comfortable. All right. And I feel like people could have been sent, because a lot of people are like, you got to pray. Oh, prayer. Oh, prayer. But I told you that some of y'all is already hooked up here where people is trying to say, oh, I know you don't pray or whatever. No, you don't know. You don't fit the kind of prayer or the messages I sent out to Source. Maybe because Source know what y'all doing, there's another way for me to send those energies out to Source without you being all up in my business and trying to come up with some way to manipulate me like, oh, God heard your prayers and it's really Mommy Watch a Tarot. Do you understand what I'm saying? God heard your prayers and this is about to happen. You're granted this. You're not fucking God. I know what you're doing. I can see. Matter of fact, I might be God, bitch, because I see what these people is doing. And they so phony. They could go on and off at the flip of a second to manipulate things. This is a dangerous wave here. This is a dangerous thing to do. So somebody wants you to stay on this planet maybe for another 7-year cycle or something with these men doing this for a third time. Or maybe somebody could see you in a more immature mindset. Like right now, I was just down here making some fabric and paper earrings. Oh, she's cutting and pasting. Such a sweet little child. No, but I'm very fucking sharp. I also feel like I've been a mentor for some of these people that's trying to act like they need to crawl above me and have some kind of foot on my back. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I feel like some of these people learn shit from me. I feel like I was their mentor at one point, and they try to make it seem like now I got some mental disability because these people been able to do something manipulative to someone in the sleep state, or cut you off from cosmic communication, or cut you off, or make some kind of dome around you to cut you off from God. And every one of these different masculine energies have their own reasoning for why they're doing it, and it seems very what is it, inalienable. Okay, I don't know why I like to use that word sometimes, because people say human rights or some other rights or something. It should just be being rights. So these could be people from a different planet or something, or from a different whatever, that they're very sharp. They get to go home back and forth, but they could have said you was dead down here. So all this time when they going home getting, or they tapping in to get downloads and uploads or whatever like this, or some type of upgrading, you weren't getting it. So you're just a tinkered down older model that people can't believe that you know what you know without being updated. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's something like this that's going on here. Okay. And again, the thing is, if it was fair as fair, was right as right, was just as just. The only thing in that case they had to do was be fair and give that girl what she deserved, because her reputation was going to be forever ruined. The men, for the same thing that they were doing, they were going to be patted on the back. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna need to get mine. I'm gonna need to get all that's mine. I don't give a fuck if it's theirs now. I'm gonna need to get all that's mine. Because one thing I ain't never been is somebody that don't fight for myself. But it can look like that, or these people are really extra bullies, okay, that are giving this information to other people to display it, but not to the person that needs that voice. Because obviously these other females have the upgrades already. So we don't need them to talk about it, especially if it's somebody else's story. We need the person that is happening to be fully upgraded so that she could tell her own story. You understand what I'm saying? So when God was like, why are these people saying these words? I did not say these words. I don't know why it can't come from the horse's mouth. I don't know why the horse's mouth's YouTube channel can't get the respect and the love and whatever for what that person is doing. Why is it 1,000 other bitches being able to come up off of this core element story, whether it happened to them or not? We know who led some shit, because that's what I am, some form of leader. I'm a trail fucking blazer. You see what I'm saying? And I don't let nobody stop me. But what can happen is people can get directly in your way and try to stop you. They can put roadblocks. They can cause brain damage. They can do these things to try to stop you or make your job harder, so you can't show up lively and full, or cut down your finances, or your means of finances. Okay? It's very condescending. It's very sinister. It's very something. And what they could have done in the whole thing is just make the shit. I mean, it's common sense to me. It's common sense to me. It's almost like in Discovery of Witches, like I told y'all before, when they tried to say, okay, well, let's just forget about the things that we did, and then you can look at it this way, and then we can all move forward. Wait, no, let's just handle this shit accordingly and get to business with these people. That's somebody gonna have to get justice, and then I will still, because I'm gonna still be able to make the decision anyway. You understand? No, nobody's just gonna cover up whatever the fuck this is. That would be stupid. That would be starting you back. This would be letting these people have this advancement that they want. If these are witches that been trying to kill God, that's like saying, oh, okay, no, it got to be some blowback to blow some shit back a little bit so that we can start getting caught back up with what is really the core value of what I feel like one nation under God or some shit like this. Okay. You see, but I don't even know about that indivisible. Because I used to say, oh, it's invisible. See? So, I'm thinking about this as if it's like, and then I still got to deal with these people looking. I still got to deal with them secretly putting a camera. I got to still deal with these people sending music in my Pandora, knowing that it's going to stimulate certain thoughts or something like this, where it's supposed to make me feel helpless. Like, yeah, we won. We had a whole court case, you know what I'm saying, last week, and you didn't know nothing about it. And we slandered you there, and now we're in control of you. It's like some stupid shit like this. And I'm so foul and everything, but you still want to have that access, or you still want some kind of control. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I mean, it jail time or hell time, or jail time, or they got to pay back whatever they got to do, or they have to, something gonna have to happen, because this is about somebody's livelihood. This is about somebody's money. This is about work that God got for somebody to do on this earth. It's about justice. It's about you gonna learn motherfucking today that this is that change, regardless if you like it or not. That I will never be under, even if I had to work with these people, I'm never gonna work under them, because I know what you will do to people if you have an upper hand or advantage over someone. Which God can check my motherfucking stats. And it ain't nowhere where just because I had the upper hand that I took that and used it knowingly to try to ruin or harm somebody else because of something else. Not even a matter at hand right then in the present. Now, these are people that say forget about your past. Yeah, because you want me to forget about that shit that was done back there that's going to get me justice, get me paid, because you thought I shouldn't be paid for my services, and then you thought I should continue to live on this planet and not get paid for anything, or not get a job of my caliber or my motherfucking pay grade. So you thought maybe God just wanted these people to think that somebody was slow. Maybe somebody's still gonna make a judgment call, or they already did. There can't nothing be done about it, but I doubt that, because it's gonna be a problem. So somebody, because you don't have evidence or proof or something like this, somebody gets off on this type of behavior, and the buck motherfucking stops here. So it really ain't even got to be that serious. It can go whatever way these people want to go. But I know one thing, these it ain't even wishes, these demands, these commands are going to be filled so that I can move on. I don't care. If you were trying to embarrass me, show my naked butt to a million people, I don't give a fuck. I couldn't stop you then. It's already out. That's not the problem right now. The problem is compensation. Yeah. Maybe somebody else will feel really humiliated and be crying and everything all day, but I process shit differently. The damage been done. Now, what the fuck is going to be? You gonna have to. That's what it is. Would never be a person to lay down and whatever. So you can get in trouble or you don't, but you're gonna have to pay me. You have to compensate me, and you're gonna have to open my shit up so I can see. Because if somebody just think, oh well, we're gonna let just because of this, or maybe even say somebody was recording a woman without her knowledge, or in her house without her consent, and they were doing something to her sexual and using this to make it seem like she's a whore, and somebody will believe that because she used to hang with all boys when she was younger, or she used to sleep around when she was younger, or something like this. But they thought, you know what, all we got to do is let them know at the council, we got to show them this old stuff, and they going, come on, man, we can do whatever we want right now with the girl. because at the end of the day, or let people do this or whatever, because at the end of the day, all we got to do is go back to this part right here, and then like we always been able to do, and then we're going to be able to, ruin this chick or this dude, whoever it would be. And so these people run, they hiding from you. They communicating with you, but they hiding from you. But they could be dealing with your spouse within your community closer than you thought. But it's all to make you look stupid. And then a lot of people laughing like, "Ooh, her man was just over there. She don't even know it." Or his woman was just over there and he don't even know it. And everybody knows about it. Now, if you're one of these people that I'm picking up on, that you didn't have no idea that you was in the Truman Show growing up, you was just doing what you was doing. Whether it was God telling you to do it, the devil telling you to do it, you telling you to do it, or you was MK Ultra. You was just thought you was living your life. You wasn't showing out for the camera. You was just being your fucking self, I'm guessing. Or as much as possible as you could. But no, these people have taken control of whatever that industry is. And they know everything full around. So this is like a big living burn book that somebody is using to bully somebody in front of lots of people because they haven't healed from something. So do you know what? You're going to be brought down to your fucking knees. So when it's talking about every knee, this is what we talking about. Because I ain't never been no punk bitch. And I ain't never been nobody that put somebody before me, really. Because somebody will say to somebody, "Oh, I know that you used to be self-conscious," or "I know you used to do this," or "You didn't care about yourself." No. That's not what... Do men not care about themselves if they enjoy having partners? Because I think they use this more on the women's side. Do they need to get help? If they're sexually promiscuous? Because this is what I was hearing Umar Johnson saying. Okay, they on my bad list, Johnsons. And he said a promiscuous woman is a dangerous woman or something like this. I mean, is an unhealed woman or something. Well, what the fuck about a promiscuous man? Because y'all can cut that shit what you're saying about men need to do this. We got these urges. Well, have it with one motherfucking woman. You don't have to taste everything in the rainbow and think a woman don't want to do that shit too. Because most of the time, women ain't even being pleased on that motherfucking level. She should be the one out there to go get other partners. Not you. You just pumping and dumping. It probably feel the same every fucking time. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't... We started this shit up off on that. That shit gonna have to... That whole double standardizing between men and women, y'all gonna have to get that shit up. It got to go. And what, she need guidance from you that can't keep your shit in your pants? Or will take advantage of people when they're not able to protect they self? Oh, no. No. And I ain't even gonna say my mama didn't raise no fool. God ain't raised me to be no little bitch. I'm a physical fighter and my mouth can go there. My mind is very powerful. Okay, so I don't know what these people is talking about. Okay, but that don't mean that anybody that has these gifts and abilities can't be taken advantage of as well. My thing is, the choice is somebody's, because you already done the damage. But what you're not gonna do is continue to. What you're not gonna do is leave nothing written that's not... It says in the Bible, don't leave anything written that's not true. What you not gonna do is leave shit on my record, make me change my identity, my face, and things because you think I should be embarrassed because you did something to me. And so I had to change my whole self and come back out in the world because I would be so ashamed if people see... I check the records, motherfucker, and I don't. Me and God check the records, and I'm not really that ashamed of anything that I've done in my life because I've always tried to do my fucking best. I don't plan on dying no time soon. I don't plan on... so I don't know what these people is doing. I don't know if this is some, playtime Anubis shit, trying to send somebody through the doorway to see this and pick your destiny because you dead, bitch. That's not me. I mean, you better do that to somebody mama. Your mama, my mama, a mother energy or something, or a bunch of these bitches. You could send them on that journey like they did in American Gods. But it ain't my time. And I won't take nobody place. I won't hold your motherfucking burden so y'all can keep on going out and coming back in or what. Oh, no. It just ain't going to happen like that. Somebody going to have to be held accountable. You wanted the feminine energy, you wanted to play with somebody else's life, or a masculine or younger person. Let's just say there's a younger person that's not, these people didn't want to pick on somebody their own size that can match them with intellectual communication, or that type of intel. I won't say intellectual, that type of intel. They wanted to take advantage of the fact of them being on the highway, and they just place you down on the byway for a little bit so they can get by with some shit. And it's not happening. Okay? So again, I mean, I don't care. I'm not the type of person to say, hey, since my reputation was ruined, yours have to be. I just need to be paid, compensated, and repaired, restored, and above these motherfuckers, so, and being able to protect myself so it don't never happen again. And I can help other people get over the shit too. I mean, because it was that easy. Because now if some campaign or some get, and other women start even just claiming that this happened, these motherfuckers gonna be even in more trouble than they think. Because you thought you was slick to try to give somebody information to somebody, so these women may be able to start their own claims, and you should have just kept it at one person getting some kind of justice and getting some time, calling some type of judgment on these people, and her getting what's due to her. Now all these other bitches feel like this shit happened to them too, to the point where you got them thinking they know the story like that they might be able to start their own motherfucking case. So I don't know what's wrong with you, but you better get your shit on straight, because you're dealing with the wrong motherfucker over here. I won't be constrained. I won't be under nobody's nothing. I ain't never did nothing to let you think that I was a danger to society. I'm going to be able to walk around this bitch like I own America. Oh, oops, maybe I do. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And you're not going to stick me or try to hide some shit with me in a situation where I'm going to have to be stuck in that situation so I could be looking stupid from the background. No, that bitch and that nigga can move around or whatever the fuck this is, because it's not going to be me. You gonna fuck around and get shamed fucking with me. I won't do it. Give me my freedom paper package or whatever the fuck this is, and all the power and all the whatever of this whole jurisdiction or whatever these people had, because they don't deserve to have it. And let's see. The same power, authority, or whatever it is, the same keys, all that shit. And let's see. Because obviously some people at the top ain't been doing their job if they've been letting some niggas at the bottom do this to people that's supposed to be on top of them. And I don't mean literally. I just won't do it. For your fun and games or something, bitch, I ain't even on. You crazy. Somebody is insane. They lost their whole. Somebody is done. Somebody is done. Somebody is actually done. What we're talking about is somebody doing something on a level where you would not be. You're lucky, or you are blessed, or source had to step in to show you something or something like this, and you still can't see it clearly, but you know something is wrong. Something is wrong. So I'm supposed to be the laughing stock for what? For somebody else's unhealed something when I've done all this work on myself? Oh no, yeah, somebody got it all twisted up, all something. They've got their panties. Well, I know we talking about men or something possibly, but or these are feminines that are just appearing to the world as if they're men, but they got something else between their legs. But I'll tell you, the shit gonna stop right here. That's your choice whether you want to fully or pretend to send them to jail and let them go off and live their life secretly. Because a lot of these motherfuckers don't even go to jail. They just go home to a leg monitor or some shit like this in some luxurious place and sit there in so-called jail. Okay? But with you, a real motherfucker, they try to put your ass in real motherfucking jail. You or me or whatever. I don't know if it's alien jail. I don't know if it's real jail. I don't know if it's a mental prison or something like this. Oh yeah, but this is about to be done with. And somebody's saying it's a bittersweet something. Okay, yeah. I mean, or you could rearrange the contract where everybody is working accordingly, and then whatever. Because you're not gonna get away. You're not getting away scot-free. You're not going to have your same abilities that you use to take advantage of nobody. You're not going to have the same finances. You're not about to say, well, it's a bittersweet thing. I guess we'll get a new world. No, the fuck you won't, because you don't deserve to have no kind of gift like that that's sent by God to do that and do that to somebody else again. The shit will be still done, but if they benefit from it being shut down, then we're not going to shut it down. We're going to keep it, and we're going to just revamp it. If you benefit from keeping it, then you're not going to keep it. We'll just shut it down. Nothing's about to be bittersweet. So everything is going to be all okie fucking hunky dory. Everything is about to be the way that the person that this been done to say it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. And the decisions will be made at a council or something where everybody can speak on the same level, and all communication, all information is brought out on the table and shared, so everybody that's involved could be on the same motherfucking playing field and know about all the accusations that's going to be talked about and see what we will do from there. So I'm going to go ahead and eat my food, and I'll be back. See you guys later. Bye.